Today's episode brought to you in PD part by Spiral Brewery, the Duke. Red Indian, a PD, Pale Ale. And also by Eagle Chest, flies PD backwards. Anyway, let's talk about the Red Indian Pale Ale. Not necessarily conforming to traditional styles, they lovingly refer to this one as a red IPA with warm caramel notes. And you think it's an IPA is differently sure. Let's try it. Sure. I like it, but I like all brewskis. Don't know if everyone else is going to like it, though. Here comes the King's Pawn game here from our heroic hero in Wiki White. He's a 5-time world champion. Viswanathan Anand. He's so incredibly good. He's up against Ben Larsen, Diggity Dutch hero here. We'll have to see whether or not over in Schev, chess, France. Can he do it in France? Can he defeat Anand? So we're going to be rooting for it. Biggity Bent Larsen. Because we have yet to see Viswanathan lose, actually. So, can it actually be that time? All right. Well, yeah, we are already recording, so I guess we'll be on to the game. On to the game. It's a Sicilian style of diggity defense from Ben Larsen. Good job, Ben Larsen. Doing pretty good there with a Sicilian style of diggity defense. There goes the horse, and another horse developed here in turn from Ben Larsen. Viswanathan. In fact, I'm officially naming this build the Viswanathan because he does this so often. I don't know what kind of a build it is. I could look it up, but even if I looked it up, I'd just have to call it the Viswanathan. Viswanathan. Anand. Alright, we'll have to see what the choice is going to be from our heroic hero, Ben Larsen. Oh, we've seen this guy before, so he's obviously indubitably, that's how good he is. That's how good he is. How good is he? I don't actually know. He's just like super good. He's just like super diggity duper awesome, really good. Biggity bent Larsen here, super wowzers, holy cows, there guys, diggity Dutch, he goes diggity double, diggity Dutch on the check, ladies and jiggly, biggity boys and biggity boys. Alright, Sicilian style diggity defense. He's gonna go out and take the pawn. Viswanathan obviously, indubitably, irrefutably prepared for this because he does this biggity build all the diggity time. He does this jiggity chest, cave, jiggity chest opening all the diggity time. He does this all the diggity time. It's gonna be an Indian style, a King's Indian versus Indian. You're up against 5-time world chickadee Indian chess championship in 1989 in Cannes, France, and you're going for the Indian style. I guess that makes sense actually. If I wanted to biggity beat up an Indian with an Indian, I'd use his own style against him and try to win. But actually, that doesn't make sense. Actually, that does not to me at least. Here comes he doubled up. Look at this. This is the Viswanathan style. He does like the super. This is probably why he's 5-time wiki world chickadee. 5-time wiki world chickadee. 5-time chickadee, 5-time chickadee, 5-time chickadee, world chickadee champion. What? A world chickadee champion. He had like a championship reign, just dominated the reign. We had put out the storm clouds. What? Storm clouds? Because it was super diggity, super awesome diggity raining. His reign was like so long, we just don't know. 5-time. He's diggity tied with Magnus Carlsen for the all-time giggly greatest. All-time. His name is Viswanathan. Look at the biggity bishops. He's got those biggity bishops set up shop. He uses the biggity bishops so well in the liggity late game here. Obviously, indubitably, most liggity likely gonna be a victory. Not for Ben Larsen, but we do hope for Ben Larsen. We're gonna root for Ben Larsen. Diggity Dutch, biggity bastard. I'm not bastard. Dutch, biggity master. Super diggity duper awesome, biggity master. He's a biggity master. He's super diggity duper awesome, masterful. He's so masterful. I just want to see. Actually, he's gonna be walking on biggity by. He doesn't even cry or care about that stupid pawn. Try to beat him up, bully him. Here comes the stupid horse. Of course, he's going to be hopping right past the enemy lines. Biggity Bent Larsen might be overextending himself. He's got some super backup. Look at the biggity backup on that guy. His biggity backup is so incredibly wowzers, holy cowzers. But we can see wowzers. He's going to trade on diggity downsers. Now biggity Bent Larsen's got the biggity pawn on biggity by. Walked on biggity by. He walked on biggity by. 2 biggity pawns. Wowzers, holy cowzers. Biggity Bent Larsen snuck on through commando style. commando style. Gonna walk on biggity by, but now we can actually see he doesn't have much biggity backup. He's got the biggity bishop there, biggity backing him on up, but that's all he can diggity do. That's gonna be it. That's gonna be the GG. That's gonna be as the wiki white biggity player, as the wiki white biggity player comes here for the GG touchdown, tickety tackle. Wowzers, holy Cowsers, Nathan's got Pickety Bond, but we can see the Biggity Bishop's gonna have something to say about that. He's gonna come out here, tickety trouncing, but the Queen's gonna make the splash on the scene. She's gonna splash on the scene, and there we can see, holy cow, the Riggedy Rook gonna take the Pickety Bond right on Biggity back, and now we can see that's the final finality of the attack. As Viswanathan has Pickety proved that you can't use Indian versus him. He's Indian. He's the Indian 5-time wiggly world chickity championship. World championship. I want to know which ring he uses for his wedding ring, because he's got 5 other rings on his other fingers. He's got no room for his wedding ring. He's got to be like, sorry biggity babe, we got too many world chickity championship rings. I want to high five a guy without having my ring slap and makes a lot of tingling noises. And wowzers, holy cowsers, this is the final GG. But we can see, can he diggity draw it on diggity down? Can he diggity draw it on diggity down, ladies and biggity bent? Can biggity bent draw it on diggity? Nope. We already knew. As soon as we saw Viswanathan, we never seen him lose. I don't know. As soon as we saw his name, we just like, man, that's a 5-time world, 5-time wiki world tickety champion. Chicken and Kane. Chicken. Biggity Blitz style. Don't forget about Ernie Biggity Baltar. I'm Biggity Man from Nils. Guys, Ernie Biggity Baltar birthday bonanza in December. Remember.
Who's faster?